Do you know that you can gain a lot of Instagram followers by just running Instagram ads? In this video, I'll show you how you can do it. Saving you years from posting organic content, trying to get traction. I'll show you 3 different strategies on how you can grow your Instagram following. Of course, to start off, why would you do this? First of all, a bigger audience leads to bigger sales opportunities because your profile is bigger and showing your posts to more people, which leads to more sales opportunities. The biggest benefit is the fact that your authority will rise. If someone clicks on your ad, goes to your profile and they see a large following, it shows that your brand is valuable and trustworthy. Of course, that will lead to sales as well. So let's pop over to the ads manager and show you how you can start a Instagram following campaign. So basically you click on the green create button and you click on traffic. Normally we don't run traffic ads because it's not the best way to go. We always do conversions, but for this instance it's a traffic campaign. You click on continue. You do manual traffic campaign because you want to have control over the campaign setup, not really the recommended settings. So you click on continue. Right here you can see it's a new traffic campaign, so we'll rename it to Instagram followers campaign. We'll go over, you see the traffic. You can do campaign budget, CBO, so advantage campaign budget, or you can keep it at ABO. We'll keep it at ABO. And then as you can see, you here have the website, the Instagram profile, and the calls. You click here on Instagram profile, maximize the number of profile visits, right? So you click over, you can do 20 euros, $20. I would start off small, scale it up, test a lot of different visuals, hooks, etc. to see what's really working. So for the sake of this video, we'll keep it at 20 euros. We click here on the next day at 00, so it's a fresh day, good for the algorithm for your daily budget. So the next thing is that you go here, advantage plus audience. We like to keep the control ourselves, so we click on switch to the original audience, use original audience. We go over here and then we say, for example, for me it's Belgium. If you want to do nationwide, or if you want to do local wise, you know, you say for example you're a plumbing company in Austin, Texas. You click on Austin, Texas, you see it as a city, and then for example you say in a radius of 20 kilometers, I don't know how many miles it is, but you say 20 kilometers. Then age wise, I would choose, right? Normally we keep it open, but for this instance, look at what your brand demographics are. Also on your follower base already. You click here, and for example, for me, 65 is too old, so let's say 55 is still possible. But of course, 18 is a bit too young. Of course, there are 18-year-old entrepreneurs, but we'll say, for example, 25 to 55. For your brand, for example, plumbing company, just think about it. If you have a house or bought a house, it's probably, or renting a house, it's probably between the same ages. So you can keep it on that age. And then you have the genders, just leave it open, languages as well. For the detailed targeting here, the 3 strategies actually come into play. You click on edit, and as you can see, you can do detailed targeting. If you have less than 1K followers or even 2K followers, I would suggest that you put some interest targeting in. That way, you know, you say to Facebook, oh, I want people that are interested in digital marketing, or for the plumbing company, they're interested in housing, interior design, recently moved, etc. So the detailed targeting, and we say, for example, recently moved. We say interior design. No, field of study but interest, so interior design interest, real estate, for example, because it's all within the same type of niche. So property industry, then we say, for example, suggesting home improvement, furniture, interior design, home, so everything around housing basically. If you have more than 2K followers, 2 to 5K followers, I wouldn't suggest using interest targeting because you already build up quite a large following. I would actually suggest to create lookalikes. That way you say to Facebook, I want to get the same kind of people that follow my Instagram page. So how do we actually do this? We go over here at the audiences, we click on it. We're in the audience center here and we click on create audience, we do custom audience. And then here you can choose from all the different sources. We take meta sources and we click here on Instagram account. So a lot of people will say, oh, lookalike audiences, they're not working anymore. Why are you using lookalike audiences? In this case, it's a bit different because it's a meta source, which is first party data. It's data from Facebook themselves, so it's accurate. Facebook, of course, knows a lot about you and certainly about your profile, about your business, about your accounts. So they know specifically, oh, these type of people follow my account. And that way it's first party data. They can link it to other demographics or other profiles that look like the people that are following you. And that's why we take lookalike audiences. So here we say Instagram account, we click on next. As you can see, Vincent Chipper, say for example, we start, of course here, this is the most important part. You can choose different strategies as well, but of course we'll go with the following of this professional account. You can also say engage, that way it's a bit of retargeting. For this case, we take the following of the professional account, audience name, we say Instagram followers 2024. We create the audience is created. Now here you say create a lookalike audience. As you can see, it's the lookalike source. Then we say the country, for example, Belgium in this case. Here you can say we can split it up on 3 different lookalike audiences from 0 to 1%. So it's the closest percentage of the followers that really look alike. Then we can say 2 and 3%. Then we click on create the audience. It's populating, but that doesn't matter. We go back to the campaigns. Campaign level, we go down and you see here, we say custom audiences. And for example, we'll say the lookalike audience of 1% because it's the closest to our following, 1%. So that's a strategy if you're between 2 to 5K followers. If you're above 10 to 20K followers or even more, I wouldn't suggest you to do any targeting. So it's zero targeting, which we call open broad targeting. Why? Because Facebook really knows what kind of people they're following you, what kind of interests they have, and that way you just leave the AI of Facebook to work. Then here for placements, we go down and you can do Advantage Plus placements. That's what we're doing most of the times. But for example, if you create a video, you can say manual placements. And you can say, for example, I don't want to be in a search results. I don't want to be on these small ads, which is not really worth it. For example, we say, I only want to be in the Instagram feeds, Instagram Explore, and then we say Instagram stories and Instagram Reel. That way we have the targeting set. And then here on the traffic campaign, it depends, right? If you have an introduction video of the brand or yourself, if you're a coach, you can say, instead of create an ad, you can say we'll use an existing post. That way it's also building up more authority on that post as well. It's a good way, organic way, you know, create a small introductory post about your brand, about yourself, post it, pin it, and then use that as an ad, because that will generate more views, more data for even Facebook to show it, and even, you know, it's important to retarget. But in this case, we'll say create an ad. For example, we'll do a small video about the ad and then just say something really short about what your brand is in the primary text. Like, hi, we're the plumbing company. We help businesses or we help homes with plumbing if you're in an emergency problem, blah, blah, blah. So just a short introduction about your company and then with a call to action of follow us for daily updates. And that way you have a campaign that will be running towards getting you new followers. So you don't have to post constantly with the 3 different strategies, right? From 100, 200 to 1K, 2K, we would suggest to use interest targeting. From 2 to 10K, we suggest you to use lookalike audiences, and 10K beyond to 20K, 50K, 100K, just leave the targeting broad. Use a location targeting specifically if you want to do nationwide, if you want to do local. If you even want to create a lot more authority, you can use cheaper nations such as India or other countries that have lower CPMs to create more brand authority, make a short introduction video about what you're doing, how you can help people with a call to action. And that way you don't have to post a lot anymore, and you create more followers, more brand authority, which leads to more sales and leads. I hope this video helped, and if it did, make sure to like and subscribe for more Facebook tips, marketing tips, and performance marketing. See you in the next one.